Hi and welcome back to my channel. We're going to get started on this journal. Now I've cut a middle piece here for the spine, and it ended up measuring, with my ruler, 2.5 inches. So it's 2.5 inches by 8 3/4 inches roughly. So what I did as well is I went ahead and I made a template so that if I want to make that again, especially the 3-hole one, I've got a few templates up here. When I make a journal, I make a few templates. So I've got two signatures, 4 signatures. This one's 3 signatures. And I just do a grid pattern on these templates. And then I know where to put the holes for the signatures. And then I just write on the back what it is, how much it measures, how many signatures, and rah-de-rah. So that comes in handy, when just marking where to put everything. So I quickly did that off camera, and we'll get started on this journal. Now I decided we're going to cover it in this velvet, this beautiful green velvet. I'm pretty sure I'll use this yellow gingham as a closure, and I'm not sure whether to lay that on there on the front and then build my little wattle baby up from that. From that. Or I was having a look at some doilies and I was thinking maybe a doily could look pretty. I'm putting a doily on the front. So most of that doily would be covered up by yellow, the yellow poof around her, and then that. So I don't know, because these leaves here really blend in with that a lot. But anyway, I'll choose that when I get to it. All right, I chose that. I'm going to put this on the spine, on the outside spine, and that coming off as a closure. So what to do first? Now I'm no expert in this, I just do it how it comes out, and that's okay with me. So what I'm going to do is I might just attach this middle bit on like that and then do the front. So this was just a piece of vintage sheet, and I want to just make sure, but I leave a little gap. I'll just line it up on these lines on this board. That will make it a bit easier for me. And just what would it be? Nearly 1/4 inch. Would it be? Gap? Oh, a bit less. I'm just seeing what this looks like on camera. All right. Just a tad gap so that it closes up properly. Otherwise, if you push it right up against each other, you won't be able to open and shut it. So I'm just going to use this fabric glue. I think that would be the best idea. Why are you coming out already? And I was going to use tacky glue, but I think that stuff will dry quicker. Yeah. All right. So here we go. I'm just going to put it down on the fabric and then lay my fabric down. Let's see a bit of this through this thin fabric too. So that's just on the outside, and then I'll put some in here too. There. Alright, they're not going to spew out on me. Alright. Let's lay these down. Oops. You get back in there. Like I said, I'm no expert at it. Oh gosh, I'm getting stuck on everything. I think that needs to come over a bit. Ah, don't copy me. It's always like that when you get on camera, isn't it? Stuff it all up. So, this is just meant to be fun. Fun, fun, fun. That's fairly loose there. Might have to move you over a bit. Come on. Once you get this fiddly bit done, the rest will go together easier. Now I'm glad I bought one of these. I don't know where my one in the storage bay is. I was having a look for bits and pieces, but still haven't found everything. So I'll just get this glue off. Cleans that glue up good. I always make a big mess when I make journals, like on the ground there's paper all around me, and even though there's a bin there. Alright, so that's a tad. That'll go right together. Probably cut some of this fabric off the top. It's the bottom. Is it the top or the bottom? It's the top. Alright, so that's that. Now, this cover, just have to be really, I want it so that that's the front, because this had a big line on it, so that's the front. To go that way. Oh, getting all sorts of things stuck on there. Alright, and you won't see the glue through this thick fabric either, which will be good. I'll just have to get it neat on the edges, because I'm not putting another start page in, like they're already in those start pages, so I just have to get that neat, or as neat as I can. So just sit it on there like that. And hopefully that will go down in there. Alright, I think I'll just do one section at a time. Get it all nice on there. Flip this back. Now, I said I wanted to first off, I thought I was going to utilise these pictures on here. That's why I didn't want the book with the lizard. But then I was just going to cover up this square and utilise the bush pictures. But I think I'll like it better if I cover it. So here we go. move all that stuff back. Right, hopefully that's looking okay on this side. Yep. And I'll have to just let it dry. So with these, I might just try and just thinking how that would look best. I got a little, yeah, got a little nick out there, I think. So I'll glue the bottoms down. See, all my journals come out different every time, so I just go with whatever at the time. And that's okay. Because it's your project, so you just do it however you want. Just wondering how that's going to bend. Oh yeah, that'll bend okay. We'll just have to glue it. We'll just have to let that dry, not be too hasty with it. Where's my fabric scissors? So that's the only reason I'm trimming this up neat, is because I'm not going to put another start picture on there. So I'll do this side. And you see me in my frame. My phone's up a lot higher than what I can see when I'm sitting, so it's nice and quiet here. Dave's taken himself off to get a massage, so and I've taken Pickle out. He's done all his business. He's in his bed having a snooze. And I get some quiet moments. Hopefully he won't bark. Taken to barking a bit more now. He's bigger, looking after his territory. He's doing a good job. That's what they're for. We back in the day, we had a police lady living next door to us, and we had 3 little dogs at the time, and we said, oh look, we're so sorry if the dogs bark. And she said, look, don't apologize for your dogs, because they are looking after their territory. So that was really nice of her. I mean, our dogs weren't a problem, but some dogs can just consistently bark and bark and bark and be a pain. But the only reason we sort of get Pickle into trouble here is because we're in a caravan park, and people are close around us, so it's you need to respect that. So that's looking good. It's looking good. I like that. I like the rough edge on it. I don't know when I might need to cut that. See what I mean about that being, you need to give that space. It's just really important. Otherwise your book won't open or shut. I might just press them down in there. That's just my awl tool. I Could do it with a bone folder as well, you know, just make sure that's pressed down in there nicely. That's looking good. I like that. Oh, where's my rubber? I've got some glue up here. I can be a little perfectionist sometimes. My husband says to me, "I just don't understand. You're so fussy with what you'd make, and then you can be so sloppy with other things." I'm a really sloppy painter. Really sloppy painter. Alright, I'll do these ends now. And these ends are just going to go up and get glued onto the other piece of fabric there. Like that. So this needs cutting off a little straighter. I didn't do a really good job with that, did I? I think I tore it, that's why. It's wet here today, but at the same time it's just oddly muggy. Just weird. Alright, I'm just going to rough up that edge to match the other one. See, that's the problem when you start cutting. You cut it straight then. And when you rip something, it sort of takes its own course. Alright, especially, you know, I'm not keeping this one. I'm going to sell it. I want it to look nice, so that looks better. Alright, so glue the other, hang on, I've got to think about this because I want my closure in there. This is just some yellow gingham, and I wonder if I could just put a little slit in that. So that's the front, about here. Like that. And then push my fabric through. Hope this works. Fabric through and stick it down. So stick that down with it. That should work. It's just that I've got to watch that doesn't. I might put some glue down in that. Oh, it gets on everything, this glue. Oop, it's already starting to spew out. Some people do their covers last. I always like to do mine first. I don't know why. It sort of inspires me then to do for the middle when I do that, when I do the cover first. because the cover sits there and I look at it and gives me inspiration. So I'll just have to let that dry, I think. I could put some stuff around the edge of there. I've got some really nice like trim. Could even like do that. That would look nice, wouldn't it? I might end up doing that. Anyway, that's gonna go good in there. Oh, I'm loving this velvet. Absolutely loving the velvet. Good choice. So I just talk my thoughts out that I would sit here and normally just think away to myself. So we took Pickle to the to get his treat bucket stocked up. You know, like his chewy things. We ended up getting him some dried chicken necks, and it was a bully stick. Dave wanted to get him crocodile feet. I wasn't real keen on that because he's had pig snouts and ears, and he's not real keen on the pig, which is a good thing. We don't eat pig, and he's not a keen boy on the pig, so that suits me. Alright, we've got any glue up there, a bit of glue here. Well, I think that's going to work because we've got some glue. I might just put a little bit of glue in here. So that can just glue onto there really good. I can put something against there anyway and hide that glue line. All right, the other side. I think the velvet's a little bit forgiving too. Like it picks up all the, you know, it sticks onto all the little furry bits. If I don't keep touching it. Yeah, I think that worked good. Might need to, oh, that's all right. All right, and we do the same on the other side. What was that? That was roughly 4. Oh, that would be a better way to do it, wouldn't it? Put it there. And I'm sure you haven't seen anyone put a closure on like this before. So I should have tucked it in right under, and it would have, you know, been secured more, but I think this will be okay. Once it dries, it'll be okay. I'll just have to be patient with it. Which patience isn't my best thing. I'm constantly learning to be patient. All right. Yeah, I went outside this morning. Dave goes, "Oh, there's a parrot under that trailer." And the person next door. And I looked a bit harder, and it was a dead magpie. So I haven't seen any dead magpies here before. Poor thing. All right, make sure that doesn't come over too far. That one. don't you hate it when all that glue comes squirting out? I don't know why it does that. It's because I guess it's just the pressure in the bottle. Right, now don't do it. It's almost like you've got to clean the lid off straight away. Oh, it's looking nice. There you glue. Make sure I've got some glue on there. Oh, closed it. Do come at the same spot, yep. So that's the front. That's the back. I wonder where the rest of that went. Got a few different greens. What's that green? That one did enough of that. I don't like the real bright one. Where did that go? I've got a fair bit of that. And here it is. These are just my cord trims that I've collected up over the time. Different colours and yeah. So I might go with that all around the inside. Oops. There's a boo-boo. Oh, it's all come off. Well, that was fun. I'll put it on something else. I might leave that out because I might use some of that yellow. So I just want to be very careful how I do this, just so that I don't get glue everywhere. Probably good just to do sections. And yeah, that finishes it off nice, doesn't it? So I'll go around all around the edge of that. My head isn't in the way. just have to make sure that that will bend okay. Yep. I didn't mind a fuzzy edge, but this will make it look better. Finished off. It will show up where my straight lines aren't. It's going to hide some of the glue anyway. I've got to heat more of this in a box, so well, I like that. That's really made it look nice and neat. I'll have to utilise that trim a little bit more. Now I've got a fair bit of it. I mean, you've seen that there. I've got the blue, white, black, and I've got a pink as well in this real thinner one. So I'll show you close up because you probably haven't been able to see what I've been doing that good. That's the what do you call it? I don't know what that stuff's called. I have no idea what it's called, but it's nice. So yeah, before I pull on these are going to have to dry really well. I think they'll be right, but those closures, I think they'll be right. So when I dry mine, I like to sit it like the book's going to be to dry. because if I dry it flat like this and it goes stiff hard, it's going to be hard to bend it later. So what do you think so far? Leave me a comment below what you think of the velvet cover. While we're looking at that, we could decide what to do on the front. See, I don't know whether to that's the front and the back. That's the front. See, these leaves are quite dark. Where did I put them? And they blend in with the background. They blend in with that. They're nearly the same colour. Anyway, we can put the spine on while we think about that, can't we? I might, oh, that's going to have to be bigger. I'm going to have to cut another piece of that. Where did I put it? I wonder, oh. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut another piece. I must have cut it wrong. I think I frayed it too much. So it's going to have to, that was 2.5. So that's exactly 2.5. That's 3. I'm going to have to make it out here further. 4.5. Yeah. Right. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, this, everything sticks to this. Everything. I'm going to have to get one of those little rolly things. Now, take some of this off. Not too much like last time. And I like to keep some of those bits. I might put them in the spray of flowers and things. So, alright. This is the front. Yep. Because it's a bush baby theme, that's why I've picked the hessian to add to it. So I have to decide here at this point, and when you're doing yours, do I want to cover the spine up now and have my strings exposed when I sew the signatures in? Or do I want to leave that off for now, put my strings in and then cover my strings up? So that's one thing you need to think about at this point. I like the strings exposed, so at this point I'm going to glue this on first, I think. Oh, hang on, I'll just cut this off into my bin. Alright, it's only going to go over just a little bit, this hessian. I don't know whether to, what was I doing? I had another piece of this somewhere. don't know whether to put that down on there and then put that, so that just peeps through. But then there'll be too much yellow on the front. So I'll try it this way. So we're going to put that down there. Try not to touch the velvet with my sticky fingers. Come on, stick on there. Doesn't want to stick. Oh, these aren't straight either. It's not meant to be perfect anyway. We can rough that up. It probably looks better roughed up. Need to get these strings sitting down. I could even, I've got some bits and pieces like this. This is a really pretty thread. Could put some bits on that. Yep. Yep. So it's just a matter of letting that dry. I've got glue everywhere. And while that's drying, let's just have a quick little look at, well, this isn't straight either. All right, let's have a quick little look how this will look. So I tried this sheet. I've got a piece of that. And it just didn't look as fancy, did it? I don't know. See, that gives you a bit more. Where's my bit of my spray? That gives you a bit lighter colour behind there. But I sort of like this. I think what I'm going to have to do is get the head ready. Get the wattle head all ready. And sit it on and just see how much of that it takes up. And Yeah. Alright, so I guess the boring bit's done now. The cover, just the plain bits on the cover, they will have to sit and dry. I'm really happy how it's looking, but I think that will dry up quite nice. I like the Hessian, and it's not on completely straight, but that's okay, it looks nice too. And yeah, I'll have to get a rolly thing and clean that up. Alright, so that's our cover and closure done. That will just tie up like that. I might need to cut it down yet with a nice bow like that. And that's our cover done. So I'm going to leave that to dry there, and I'll be back for part 2 of this, where we'll figure out how to tackle this little baby's face and what to put on here. Alright, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give me a thumbs up and a like and a share. And if you're new here, I would love it if you'd subscribe to my channel. Yeah, this one's going from start to finish on video. It's really hard to see the green in this light on the video. It's so much nicer in person. Yeah. Alright, well, I'll see you real soon for part 2. Bye.